Hello and welcome, this is Melskinner, and we're back with some more Neo Scavenger, and I just got through a really difficult fight. I killed this, what was he, a blue frog priest? He came at me, he was crazy, he didn't want to surrender. I told him to surrender, he didn't want to. I could have tried to talk to him, but he didn't seem like he was that interested. He just charged right at me, so I ended up cutting him up with my meat cleaver and bringing him down, although he did punch me a number of times, and I am in a bit of pain, so I figure I might as well do something about that. So I'm going to take some painkillers. I do have some in my medical kit. All right, so let's see if we find it. So painkiller. This bottle is almost empty, and to be honest with you, probably doesn't make that too much sense that I'm keeping it around. I should probably just drop it at this stage. So I'm going to go ahead and use a painkiller. So there goes our pain. And then I'm gonna just, this is no longer full, and I don't think I really need to keep it around, so I'm just gonna drop it. Okay. I think we're good to go, so let's go ahead and put all of our stuff back into each other, and we're more or less ready to go. Alright, that fight actually ended up pretty good for me. Outside of the injuries I took, I have now more sterile water. I picked up a bow, although I don't have any ammunition for it. I don't know if that's something I can craft, though. Possibly. With twigs or something. I'm assuming it's going to take quite a bit of crafting, though, to make one, because you have to think of all the things you need. You need the arrowhead, you need fletching. That seems like quite a bit of crafting that you need to do to get one manufactured, and probably a skill to go along with it. But it's something, at least an idea for the future, and maybe we'll encounter an arrow or something that we can carry around as well. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and get out of here. As we have done what we can as far as the injuries, I could put bandages on the bruises, but I don't really have that many bandages left, and I just don't think it's worth the hassle. Okay, so we still have a couple more turns to go. It is in the morning. Temperatures have been pretty cold, as you can see from the outdoor temperature, although it does look like it's warming up a bit, and that may be more because it's daytime. This is my overall health. It is improving, so that's good to see. Let's go ahead and hop up on top of this hill and see what we can see. All right, so we've got some rubble here. We've got an abandoned high-rise. As much as that might be a good place to go, I don't really want to go backwards ever if I can avoid it. So I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to start traveling down this way with an intention to get into this rubble and see what we can scavenge. So I also have scavenge points I can do in the forest, but mostly that's going to be scavenging for sticks and things like that. And the items that are here are probably berries and things, so that's fine. I mean, it gives you sustainability to fill your hunger and your thirst, but with my high metabolism, it's not something I really all that frequently have to do, and I do have some food and water on me if it comes down to that. Oh, okay, I guess I expended all my movement for this turn, so let's go ahead and end our turn. Now, the way this game works is it works in a sequence of turns, and each turn is only going to be a little portion of the day. It's going to take several turns to get through even the morning stage. Then you go into the midday stage, and then you go into like the dusk stage, and then you're into night. So it takes quite a while to actually get through a day. All right, with that being said, it is now sunny, so that's good. Let's go ahead and start traveling down this way. And we'll move right into this area, and we're going to scavenge. Now, one thing that I have an advantage as far as my strength goes is I can use the strong trait to increase my chances of finding stuff. So it's just all crumbling apartment buildings. Let's take a look. So right now we've got safety and sneak. And we do have a little bit of flavor text here. You decide to check out a crumbling apartment building. It's a mess inside. Broken bricks lay in piles, bits of glass strewn everywhere like glittering dust. Water stains and dead leaves litter the outer edges of the building, and rock dust still covers areas sheltered from the elements. Scavengers before you have obviously picked most of the easy scores clean, but a little elbow grease and some risk-taking might reward the intrepid treasure seeker. So we actually have a couple different choices. I can use the lighter, which is really a bad call. It's going to increase safety, increase the loot chance, but it's going to make it less likely I'll be sneaking because, hey, I've got a light source. I'm easy to see. I'm not going to use that, though, because we have limited fuel, and it's really the only way I have of making a fire. There's a couple different ways you can make a fire. And one of them depends upon the trapping skill, which I don't have. So we can use the crowbar, which is going to increase the loot, but decrease safety and sneak. Or I could use the strong skill, which is going to work pretty much the same way as this crowbar would. So it's going to decrease sneak, decrease safety, and increase loot. Now I can use a combination of items. For instance, I can use the lighter plus strong to increase the loot chance and the safety, but decrease the sneak. I don't think I can use... Oh, I can use the crowbar and my strong to get more loot. But I'm not going to do that, mostly because there are some things that the crowbar can do that my strength cannot do. For instance, if I encounter a locked chest or something like that, or a locked cabinet, I can use the crowbar to force my way in. I can't do that with the strength. So let's go ahead and just confirm. And we did manage to find some stuff, and we didn't have any problems with getting discovered or anything. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we found. Now, some of this is probably stuff that was already there, like the stones and the rubble and stuff, the broken glass. But we get some more assorted small parts. We get another bag of potato chips. Now, the problem with the bags of potato chips is it's really hard to consolidate the chips themselves. And I really don't have much room for this, so I think I'm just going to eat what chips are in here. I don't really need to eat them because I'm not that hungry, but might as well. We do have some pieces of old newspaper I'm not even going to bother taking. And we do have a extinguished small campfire. So this isn't even worth taking. Ooh, saltine crackers. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's only, and you'll see that the bag actually crumpled up. When you empty out a bag, it becomes smaller, just like with the plastic bag. So I'll just demonstrate that now. So we've got disposable plastic bag. If we put the parts inside the, here. We put these parts inside the plastic bag. It's kind of hard to do. Let's use a smaller item so that I can be sure where I'm putting it. Oh, okay, I guess it's not easily letting me do that. But you get the point. When you put an item inside a bag like this, it'll puff up the bag, so it's harder to carry around. Cardboard box is kind of an exception to that. It's always going to be the size it is because it's got a rigid structure. But with the bags, you can crumple them up if there's nothing in them. But if you put something in them, they get much bigger. So it does make them challenging to put bag and bag and bag, especially like you can't take a plastic bag, fill it up, and then put it inside another plastic bag. I mean, in theory, you can do that, but it's just going to be double bagging. You're not going to get any more storage out of it. All right, with that being said, what else we got here? The saltine crackers, I figure we might as well take because it's only a one-size item. We can fit that in our box really easy, or our bag really easily. I could even fit that in a pocket without any problems. Pebbles, I'm guessing pebbles you use if you build yourself a sling, which is something I have kind of figured out how to craft. I don't think I'm going to take the scrap of paper, mostly because it doesn't really have anything all that useful to me information-wise. I think I can figure out how to extinguish a campfire without that piece of paper. Maybe you can use the paper as a fuel source or something, but I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think there's anything we can do crafting-wise with it. You know, sometimes it's fun to play around with the crafting. So let's take a look at the newspaper. What can we do with that? We can get scraps of paper, which would not have anything on them. And we have the bag of potato chips, which we can use to make foil. Yeah, sure. I don't have any turns to do it, though. It does take you time to craft. Okay, well, that's something that we could do if we wanted to. We could get more foil. Now, I don't know how much foil you can stack on top of each other. It might be a limit of 10. Let's take a look in our cart, though, because there might be some items we want to take here. Maybe I do have a spot where I have some dirty rags inside this box. So we can take this item, put it inside the box, and that should stack on top of each other so that we've got... Oh. Putting them in one at a time. That's not really what I had intended. Usually it puts them all in there. Well, you know what? Actually, I don't know if I've ever done an item that was in a stack, but we'll do it slowly but surely until we've got 10. That should fill it up. Okay, good. At least we have the slot filled. I think, want to take the assorted parts, though. We're full up there, though, so I could put it in the cardboard box. I mean, I don't know if I really need this many assorted parts, but I figure might as well collect them while you can. And again, it's doing that thing. Okay. I think we're more or less good to go. I guess I will shred up the... Oh, yeah, we can put the scrap of paper in here. No problem. There we go. And I might shred up the newspaper. I don't know. It doesn't really necessarily matter. Okay. I think we're good to go. Let's go. Okay, so I think we'll just go out in the open here. Oh, that's right. I have to end turn because I don't have any movement points. Ooh, hello. That was something. I don't know what that was, though. It was kind of scary looking, so we'll just... Okay, that's definitely scary looking. We don't want to go there. Okay, I may just do movement. Now, I can't run because I have a cart. How's our cart doing? Okay, it's deteriorating as we move. So, might not be able to carry it too much longer. I do want to lose sight of that dog man if I can. Let's get up on top of this hill so we've got good vision. It's possible he didn't see me because I have the binoculars. So now we have to end turn because we used all our movement. Okay, those two just fought each other. Okay, this guy looks scary as hell. I mean, he's very well armed, clearly. I don't know if he's... he could be friendly, though, so... I'm not going to blindly run into him, though, in case he isn't friendly. Okay, let's get up on top of this hill. Alright, we want to continue off in an easterly direction, so I'm going to continue with that. We're now in midday, and we're going to have to end our turn. Okay, the painkillers wore off. Let's see medically. We're no longer in pain, so... Oh, no, they're wearing off. They're not officially worn off. Hey, there's a dead squirrel here. There's also water. I do have a bottle that is full of water in my cart. We might as well just pick that up. Hello? Water? I don't know if it's letting me put it in the... Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it. As I do have a number of things of sterilized water. Alright, let's just go towards the ruins here. You know, I didn't scavenge everywhere I could in there. I kind of forgot about it. Well, that's alright. Let's scavenge here. So the same kind of thing, crumbling apartment. It's going to have the same description here. And we have the same abilities. So let's just go ahead and confirm. Okay, we didn't reveal ourselves or get hurt. We do have a first aid kit. Oh, that's good. So I'm going to grab the cardboard box. Actually, put it here. Okay, that's an 82%. That's 56%. So I'm still going to keep this one. Let's empty this out. Put all the clean rags. That's the important bit. And it's doing that thing again. Here, we'll just do this the quickest way. A lot quicker when you do... Oh, it's still doing that thing. Where it's doing that. It didn't used to do that. Maybe there is something I toggled on accident. Maybe shift or something. Okay, what do we got? Amoxicillin. Now, I already have a plastic bottle of that, but I figure I might as well take that. I'm assuming that's for infections and things. And that's everything that's in the first aid kit. We have another tarp. I don't know if you can stack more than 2 tarps on top of each other. I don't think you can. We have cargo pants, not particularly good condition. This one's not in bad condition. I might want to I can even just swap out the pants I have. Why not? Oh, can I wear... Oh, I was going to say, can I wear 2 pairs of pants? Apparently not. Okay. Got better conditioned pants. And what's in our cart as far as pants? There was a backup pants somewhere. Oh, it was in my duffel bag. Let's take a look at that. So, put things inside things now. Okay, 95.3. That is better condition, so we'll keep our backup pants. And let's see about the tarp. Can you put more than... Oh, yeah, you can put more than 2 on top of each other. We have some string. Got some foil. We'll find out real quickly if you can stack more than 10 bits of foil. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. We've got more assorted parts. And where did we have that? I believe that was inside the box, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. Let me hit the shift key. Ah, I think that was what it was. I must have hit the shift key at some point. Yeah, okay. Oh. It could be because there's too much. Let me just see what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But I thought when I hit shift, it does something with the cursor, so I don't know. There might be something well, what does alt do? Does that do anything? No. Okay. I was just trying to think of buttons I may have accidentally pressed. Alright, so we got some stuff here. Nothing too exciting, but we can continue scavenging, which is something I forgot to do last time. So let's go ahead and do that again, as we still have another movement. We use our strong skill. Okay, and we found some more items. Don't know if it's anything exciting, though. Mostly just foil, which we might as well grab. Yeah, whatever it was, I think I triggered it, so... Now it's actually stacking rather than be one at a time. Yeah, nothing here is really else is really good, so we'll just move on after we end the turn, of course. Okay, player is in minor pain and some activities are affected. So I guess our painkiller wore off due to these injuries still causing us pain. I could take another thing of painkillers. I'm not sure if I'm going to worry about it, though. I'll wait until, like, nighttime. That way it doesn't affect our sleep or something. I don't know if that necessarily matters, but let's scavenge here. Now we've got more choices. Oh, yeah, it's a locked storage shed you can't get inside. Sometimes there's locked storage sheds. You can't get inside those unless you have a crowbar. Okay, we've destroyed office building and storage shed. Let's try storage shed. Storage sheds are mixed bags. Ostensibly, there should be some goods inside, but then again, anyone here before you would have known that and cleaned it out. Still, it's worth a shot. So, not very high chance for loot, but we're going to use our strong skill to try and brute our way into getting more stuff. Okay, let's take a look. So, we have a shoe, a shirt, some more foil. Ooh. A flashlight, and it looks like it has batteries. So that thing looks like it's well worth taking. I may have to play a little bit of item Tetris to make sure that we get it. Probably will fit right here, though. There we go. We've got ourselves a flashlight. Now, it's not going to light fires, so... I'm not sure how useful it's going to be. I don't think you can have more than 5 twigs on top of each other. Why I'm keeping the twigs around, I couldn't tell you. To help build a fire later. Okay, so that was good. I mean, the flashlight might help at night if I have to do anything at night. Okay, let's go to the office building. This is a building we haven't seen yet. This office building is in ruins, and it's unlikely much survived its collapse. The creaking walls and ceiling are no boost to your confidence either. Still, there may be... that may mean no one was brave enough, or perhaps desperate enough to go in there. So we're going to use our strong skill again, increasing our loot chance. Stuck in an opening. While trying to access a blocked room, you get stuck crawling through an opening in the debris. You manage to wriggle free again, but you lost quite a bit of time in the ordeal. No useful items found at this time. Okay, so time was lost. Still at daytime, though. Okay, so we have another office building. The description is going to be more or less the same. Let's go ahead and do this one. No useful items found. And that's going to be it for the turn. Okay, let's scavenge one more time. Well, I'm noticing we have less actions while we're in pain. Okay, well, let's scavenge here. And yeah, so this is just a crumbling apartment building. So let's go ahead and use a strong skill again. Okay, busted knuckles. While forcing open a promising looking container, your hand slips, leaving you with a sore hand. It's nothing serious, but it's hampered your scavenging efforts for now. No use for items found this time. Your activity likely alerted nearby enemies. Okay, so we did everything we could do there. We made some noise. Let's take a look at ourselves medically. Okay, so that didn't really hurt us. It just cost us time, which is probably actions. Not that I can tell. All right, so it's still daytime, but now it is raining on us. So I'm going to hop on top of this hill real quick. See what we can see. Nothing really. And then I'm going to hop in the forest. We're going to enter our turn. Okay, we're now getting into evening. It's not officially night yet, though. So I'm going to continue. And we've got yet another bit of rubble here that we can scavenge. So I'll go ahead and do that. Actually, I can't. Oh, are we not in pain anymore? Let me take a look at that. Yeah, we're no longer in pain, so that's good. We've healed enough. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're healing anymore, so we've kind of reached a point where our injuries are where they are. None of our rags have gotten dirty, so we don't need to swap them out. Okay, let's go ahead and end turn here. Okay, what happened here? Player had poison stage 2. Player has diarrhea. Player has severe stomach pains that seem to be getting worse every minute. Player is in severe pain and is having trouble concentrating. Player is fighting off an infection. Okay, so we have to do something about that. So let's go into our medical and get out our medicine. So we've got an infection. So more than likely, it'd be a good idea to take the amoxicillin. So we'll use that. So immune system boost. We also have this. I don't know what this particular drug does, and I only have one of them, so I don't know if that's going to help us. So immune system boost while we have a weakened immune system. We're also going to take a pain pill here, which is going to help us lower the pain to minor. So, unfortunately, we have indomitable pains and a weakened immune system, and we're poisoned. We also have diarrhea. So, yeah, not great. All right, let's go ahead and put our things inside other things. It must have been something I ate. So we're sick right now, but hopefully we'll get better. Because it's getting close to nighttime, I think I'm going to forego the scavenging because we're not doing too well right now. And I'm going to start working to get a camp going. So, okay, we probably don't want to camp where there's a bad guy, possibly. Let's hide our tracks. End turn. Okay, player is unable to see well in these conditions, making activity difficult. All right, so I'm going to move one more. No, I hid my tracks, so we might be okay here. Let's take a look at what's here. So we've got water, we've got trees. Let's go to our crafting, and I'm going to start making things to sleep. So first thing we're going to want is a fire of some kind. So we're going to craft with the trees, which is going to give us wood. So confirm that. Okay. And now the things are in the crafting area. So now we're going to need to make a tent or shelter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. We don't need that right now. We need a tarp. So I'm looking for the tarps. There they are. Got one tarp. Okay. And we need some sticks. And we need a length of string. And we get a lean-to. Confirm. Clear. So now that is an item available to us. Okay, and this is taking up fractional actions. Now I need a fire. I don't remember the exact details of what you need for a fire, but I'm going to go ahead and set this up anyway. So what we need is our lighter. I'm going to need to keep this fire going. So that's important. All right, where's our lighter? Lighter. It's a little tiny item, so it's easy to miss. There it is. Okay, so we have our medium campfire. What happens if I put more things in this? Okay, we can't get a large campfire. All right, that's fine. So I'll go ahead and confirm that. We'll clear. So now we have a fire. And we can feed that fire if we so choose. Just go there. Go there. Bigs and our lighter. We can feed that fire. Right now, we'd just be extinguishing it, and we'd get some ash. I don't know what you use the ash for. I guess you can't get it any bigger than it is. I could get another tiny campfire, but if it gets smaller, which it will over time, we'll just we'll feed wood into it to try and get it. I guess what you're doing is you're taking the twigs and you're transferring the fire to somewhere else that you can then build it. I almost kind of wonder if you do this, you get 2 fires? Yeah, so you can make 2 fires if you want. That's cool. Okay. There may be a way to even make like a fire bundle and keep like a spark going with you. I'm not exactly sure. But speaking of our lighter, you can see the condition went down about a percentage point since the last I used it. So I might only have like 5 more uses before this thing runs out of fuel. All right. Let's go ahead and... Well, I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. But in the next video, I'm going to be setting up my camp, and I'm probably just going to be resting until nighttime to try and heal myself up a little bit. And then when it gets to nighttime, I'll just go to sleep. All right, well, in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.